All right. So next thing is there's been a couple of free agency moves that have been happening recently. Before I get into like the moves, what do we think is like sparking all these things to happen? Because me and Kane talked about this the other day, where it's kind of like a situation where you wouldn't really hear much. You would only hear like some speculation here and there. Then the granny would happen. Then the signatures would happen. We've already had a couple of like confirmed signings before the grannies even happen, and one of them has been Robbie Tarrant to the Tigers. What do we think about that? Is it a good get for Richmond? Is he too old? Should they have gone and get like Daniel Talia? What are we saying, lads?
Well, not
Kick us
quite
off,
as
Kane.
injury prone as Daniel Talia.
It's very true.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I like the move of Tarrant. He'll be able to help develop the young key defenders that we hopefully pick up in the draft. And even we still have Miller and we still have Bolter back there. And as long as he stays healthy, he'll be a very good player. And I think he's better than Talia. Talia's had a bit of a stunted few seasons where he hasn't been out in the park. Yeah. So I think Tarrant will definitely be pretty
Put
good.
it the nicest way possible. You know what's going to happen now? Talia's going to go to Geelong.
Yeah, he will. Apparently, we're going to get him for
Is he
nothing.
30?
Apparently, Geelong.
He is 30, William.
Oh, okay. So
what I was saying, I think Richmond are probably trying to contend. If they have Tarrant, Tarrant's a piece in the back line. Tarrant is a piece in the back line that can shut down anyone, any key forward.
Yeah. And what I was going to say too, the thing is, he's not really a 32-year-old. Because if you think about it like this, his last 3 years, like, he's been playing on North, and you can tell by the way this bloke plays, he doesn't want to be there. Like, just the way he plays, he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't try.
I mean, who would other than Callum Coleman-Jones?
Jack Zeeble doesn't even try.
Yeah. So pretty much he's going to come to the Tigers refreshed, 30-year-old and a 32-year-old's body, apparently, according to my knowledge. And I think he'll be good. I think he'll be good for the Tigers. But Kane, correct me if I'm wrong here. I saw a couple of other people saying this. Noah Bolter didn't do his ACL, did he? He just hurt his knee, right?
No, he didn't do his ACL.
Yeah.
It was like confirmed like pretty shortly after the injury that he was okay.
Because some people were saying that this is going to be a move to replace Noah Bolter's ACL because Bolter's going to miss half the year. I was just like, what?
Well, I hope it's not an ACL.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure.
certainly haven't heard if it is.
And signing Tarrant too is good in my opinion because he's just a dude. He's a veteran, come in, play some good footy. But we're also going to sign, we're going to draft heaps of defenders, key forwards anyway. So it will be all good. But there's been some more speculation with a player recently. Jared Brander. Apparently he's not getting offered a contract. They're going to look to try and trade him. Yeah, and the 3 clubs that are interested are the 3 clubs that we go for. Geelong, Collingwood, and Richmond. Who should sign him? Yeah, who should sign him?
I'd fucking love him.
Yeah, anyone could use him.
Collingwood are interested in Nathan Kruger as well, who I don't think Geelong will want for much longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see him leaving.
Big size defender. So if we get rid of him, get Jared Brander.
And Brander can play a role basically anywhere when you think about it.
Wait, hold on.
He can be an elite backman, I reckon, in my opinion.
What are we saying Brander's position is, though? Like, what are you guys saying he is? A back?
I'd say it's more of a back.
Because in high school, like, in his TAC Cup days, he was like an elite key forward, was he not?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I actually initially wanted us to draft him over Stevenson in 2017, and I wanted him to be a forward, and I still think that if he came to Collingwood, I think he would be a forward.
Yeah. He played wing last year, too.
Yeah. You could tell at West Coast, like, it wasn't going to work out between them, if you know what I mean. Like... Though he wasn't getting games every single week, and he wasn't developing like that well there. So
played him on the wing as well.
Yeah, I
quite
saw
a bit
him on the
actually.
wing a fair bit when he should be at either end of the ground. Which
West
I mean,
Coast
they certainly don't
weird.
need him up forward.
Yeah.
I think you should have played him as another backman with Hearn.
Yeah, especially considering who they've got up forward, and like they even tried putting Allen down back a few times.
They just tried down back. It was dumb.
Why are they trying to like change? They drafted both of these players as they were key forwards in high school TAC Cup. Knowing damn well they already had Darling and Kennedy, they still drafted them anyway. And they've made Allen the third key, which is good. He's not going to play back, I'm hoping at least. But why is Brander playing on the wing? Like, genuine question.
Just because he's too talented for the waffle.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Allen is so good forward, and Kennedy's time's coming up anyway, so it really makes you wonder. But Kennedy will play on next year by the look of it.
Yeah. The other thing
They're
is
a very
too,
old team now, West Coast, to be
they
honest.
are. People give
Yeah.
crap
They're
to
in the
Geelong,
bin.
but West Coast are like as bad.
They are in the bin.
Yeah. The other thing
Yeah,
is too,
Salary cap squeeze too.
yeah, they've kind of done themselves like a little hole here because apparently they're not offering him a contract. So if they don't find a trade, does that mean he just gets delisted?
Yeah,
Like,
he
is that
goes
what
to
I'm
the
hearing?
draft.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
They've just digged themselves a hole. Like,
Yeah, I
what
mean
is the
they
point of
could have
that?
just traded him, but
They should have
well,
just
they can
traded him.
still try and find a trade before he goes
Yeah.
to the
Yeah, but
draft. Yeah,
will anyone want to pay up for him? Whereas, like, you can just take a
now
risk.
that it's
Yeah, they
out,
want
they're
to,
not
I reckon.
offering him a contract.
They're just going to get a
Yeah.
packet of chips for him now. That's all they're going to get.
Literally the bottom pick of the draft is
Yeah.
all you could hope for.
Like, what is? Do you know your fourth round, William? Because that's what they're going to get at this
Oh.
point.
Probably.
Because like,
Yeah,
it's either that or they're
very
going
late
to
pick.
get listed. It's weird as. And then
I
the
would
other
take
player is Rory Lobb. He's been in heaps of trade conversations recently.
I think he was one of the biggest busts.
You don't think he just ended
Yeah.
up being
Yeah, he
good
had
at
so
Freo?
much
But
potential. So much
he-
potential.
He won't move because apparently his contract is massive,
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
like huge, like 700 grand a year.
Ooh.
which
That's what I'm
is
saying. He
crazy.
had that much potential, though. He could have been that player.
Yeah, he's
But he's not.
absolutely massive, and he's a good
He
player when he's
absolutely-
on.
He absolutely
mittens.
tore us apart at Etihad earlier in the year, which I was at that game. I remember that. But
And when you're Freo, like, you needed him to become really good to be down there with Tapiner, because now they've only got Tapiner really as a forward, and they want to try and contend for the finals.
Yeah.
So I don't think Tapiner can do it all by himself. Well, they got Tracy, but still.
Yeah, well, apparently Gold Coast, he wanted to go to Gold Coast, but then it was said that he's open to going to a Melbourne club. And I don't think this was really reported by anyone, but I saw a page suggest Collingwood, and Will, you're a huge Collingwood fan. Would you consider taking him on at all, or is he just not the right guy?
I mean, obviously, like a player, even if he hasn't lived up to his potential, like as a big key forward like that, that's the type of player that we've been after for like a lot of years now. But I don't really know, like we've just come off our own salary cap squeeze, and if he's on 700k a year, then I don't know if we even can do that. But if there was a possible way to bring him over, then yeah, I'd probably like
If
that.
he was a few years younger, you'd definitely want him, but
Oh yeah, that's the
Like,
reason.
Yeah, I
want
don't know why
Brando.
you take a
you've
risk on
been
him.
desperate for a big man down there to take big marks, like
Yeah.
Mason Cox in the prelim final. Like, that's all you needed to win the 2018 flag was a key forward
100%.
down there.
Pretty
100%.
much. How old do
I
you
would
guys
rather
reckon he
Brando.
is? How old?
Who? Lob.
Rory Lobb.
28.
27?
He will be 29 at the start of next season.
That's crazy.
Jesus, yeah,
thought he
that's
was
way
younger.
out of the age range for Collingwood then.
February 9th. So, like, direct start of next season, he will be 29.
Yeah, I would rather take Brando over here.
Mm. Yeah,
So
you guys going to
I
get
can't see
Brandon for
another
nothing.
team taking him on.
Yeah, unless why would Gold Coast want him, though, if they're getting Chol for
Chol.
free?
Yeah,
if
to
Gold
go
Coast are
down there
trying
with
to-
King.
If Gold Coast are trying to fork out money, they may as well get somebody that's actually elite.
Yeah,
Exactly, they need
pretty
someone
much.
like that.
And who do we reckon Sam Wiedemann's going to? You reckon Collingwood will still be the
I
go?
would love Sam Wiedemann.
Yeah, I was just about to say Collingwood is the team I can see in that.
Yeah.
And we've seen he can play really good footy, but he obviously can't fit into this Melbourne team, which people are saying he would over Ben Brown, which is just
No.
never going to happen.
Oh man, I wish I had my source for this because who was the bloke? There was a reporter. I'm sure one of you guys have heard of this. Someone said his agent was looking for 700k a
Yeah.
year. Who said that?
They were looking
Sam
for a
Wiedemann's?
huge deal.
Yeah,
Oh, that's terrible.
Sam Wiedemann wants 700k a year.
That didn't sound crazy after the 2018 final series, though, because we went to the Melbourne Geelong final and saw him absolutely
Yeah.
tear
A
Geelong
few
apart.
years ago,
Yeah.
he
So
looked
is
like he could have
Melbourne.
been anything, but really, that is way too much than any team would want. That's just hoping at that
Yeah.
point.
Well, if Chol was getting what? Didn't they say Chol was on? What did they say? It was 350 to 450, right? That same range.
Yeah,
Wiedemann's
Yeah, he's
at.
getting a fair bit.
Yeah, like if not cheaper for Wiedemann, in my opinion. I just can't see it being
Oh,
anywhere near 700.
Yeah, I'd put him around the same as Chol, the pay packet for him, but obviously no more than that. You wouldn't reckon. He hasn't even been on the park this year.
If Collingwood, who would get him? Like, if not for Collingwood, who would get Sam Weideman?
I'm just trying to think of a team that needs a
Good
forward.
Forward, yeah.
Like,
Every time a key forward, every single time a forward goes on like trade rumors or anything, everyone's like Collingwood. It never fucking happens.
Wait, where is he from?
WA, isn't it? Oh no, he's from here, I'm pretty sure.